I normally get like 50 to 80 views on my podcast episodes. It's Crystal. It's gotten almost 10,000 views. I have increased my subscribers almost by 50%. Thought for you, if you haven't already done an episode on your video went viral, now what? There's an idea.
One thing that I've come to love over the years of helping people get started with their content and grow with their content is the updates that I get in my DMs. I will get random messages from people in this community, and it is one of my favorite things that happens to me because I don't know about you, but there aren't many people that get it in my life. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there aren't a ton of people that if you say, oh my gosh, I booked this incredible guest, or, you know, someone joined my email newsletter, or someone bought my product, or one of my videos went semi-viral, most of your friends and family probably aren't going to get it. They're going to be like, okay, or what does that even mean? And so this is one of those episodes that I'm so happy to create because I love it when you share your wins with me. So if you've never shared a win with anyone else, like maybe you feel like, is that a big deal or not? Like, all of it is a big deal to me. So you are free to spam my DMs at any time or send me an email and let me know about those big milestones that you have hit in your creator journey because it brings me so much joy. But today, we are specifically talking about a message that I received from my friend Amy. So shout out to Amy Connell. She has the Graced Health podcast and her YouTube channel. And I think that what she does is so incredible. She's actually been on the podcast before just to share about her creator journey and what that means. She's actually local, like to the Houston area. So we've been able to meet up for conferences and we've had lunch dates. And it was so fun to get this message from Amy. So let's take a listen.
Crystal, hey, happy Friday. I had to reach out because I'm like, hardly anyone's going to understand this. I put a video up on YouTube a week ago. And I just have not invested a whole lot in my YouTube channel. It's just one of those things that I'm like, oh, it's just one more thing. And so I don't really mess with it too much. So I went through, I did all my stuff. And that thing, I normally get like 50 to 80 views on my podcast episodes. It's Crystal. It's gotten almost 10,000 views. I'm kind of like, I'm exploding a little bit. I have increased my subscribers almost by 50%, which again, it wasn't much. So thought for you, if you haven't already done an episode on your video went viral, now what? There's an idea. Hope you have a good weekend.
That's pretty cool, right? Like, it's pretty incredible to hear that something like that happened. And again, I love that she reached out to me to share it. Now, I'm not going to bore you with like our back and forth of like the next 4 or 5 minutes of what our conversation was after that. But I did want to point out this specific video. So this is the video for Amy that she had, and it's called What Does Lifting Heavy Mean for Women in Perimenopause and Menopause? So Amy has the Graced Health podcast, and what she does is she is a personal trainer that helps women specifically really be in touch with their bodies in a healthy way. She's actually written a few books, and we'll link to all of those things in the show notes. But I told her specifically because I'm like, oh, I'm in this genre. Like, I am part of your audience, Amy. And the words perimenopause and menopause have been so hot in my feed. I know I'm 38. I'll be 39 this year. I know why it's in my feed. But I will go as far as to say that it's also in my husband's feed. Yeah, that's right. Like, our phones and our devices, they're all listening or whatever. And my husband gets Instagram reels that are targeted toward husbands of, you know, their partners are going through perimenopause. And he cracks me up. He's like, Perry is in my feed again today. I definitely want to quote like the Holderness family. If y'all are not following them on Instagram and you're in this stage of life, like, please go check them out because That's where I first heard the term peri for perimenopausal women. And it is fantastic. But Amy, like, I want to go back to her, like, what do I do? Like, this video went semi-viral. And as me recording this today, she released this about 3 weeks ago, and it has around 18,000 views, which is pretty significant because some of her other videos have some of them less than 100, other ones a few hundred. And I think that this is such an incredible, like, okay, what do I do now? Like, right now that this happened, what is something that I can do? So I thought, you know what? I'm just going to go real time and do a quick audit and say, here are some ways that you can optimize your content so that you're making sure that you're capitalizing on the attention, right? Even if it's something that is short-lived, I think that this is one of those topics that is evergreen. So I think that she's going to continue to see growth. It is hot right now, though. Like, this is one of those, quote, trending topics that I think will continue to be relevant specifically for that audience, right? She is targeting this audience, so it's well worth investigating how you can optimize that piece of content. So we're going to go to YouTube. We're going to go to Amy's video specifically, and we're going to walk through some of the ways that she can optimize her content or make sure that she's optimized it in a great way. So let's go. Okay, so we are on Amy's channel, and this specifically right here is the video that went semi-viral that we're talking about. So let me open it up. Oh, let me pause it. There we go. So I want to call out something because this is something that Amy said to me. She was like, this is just a video. Like, it's just direct to camera. I'm just looking at, like, I'm recording this. I don't remember if she recorded it on Zoom or another platform, but I do know that it's something that is not super sophisticated. Amy, we've had so many conversations about it. It's like she wants simple. And I'm looking at, she has 800 likes on this. No thumbs down. None at all. So I'm giving her another. So Amy, there you go. You got your 801 for this video. But let's look at how it's optimized. So first, like I said, it is just, and I'm just kind of scanning through the whole thing. There is nothing else in here. There's no fancy editing that she did. It is just direct to camera, her talking. The only thing that she did do in the video optimization is she put chapter markers. So if you have something that differentiating, like through the video or your episode, can have chapter markers, please put those in because those will help optimize for SEO keywords that you can use later. So that is one thing, like, fantastic job, Amy. I love that you did that. But let's move further down and look at other things that she has here. So she says the Graced Health podcast with video. And then it talks about, it's Christian health for body, mind, and spirit for women over 40. So very clear what this episode is about or what her whole channel and everything. And it lists the chapters in here. So someone, if they want to jump ahead. Amy also listed, she has a great description that throws in more keywords. So it's perimenopause for women, how to get started, why it's beneficial. So all really good information that she has in here. And then I'm also looking at, she has a free download and a link to her newsletter. So I just want to applause all the way around, Amy. This is such incredible content. I think that you've already optimized this so well. You have other ways for people to connect with you. You have your website, you have your Instagram and your YouTube all linked here. So I really don't think I have anything else to add. I know, you thought I was going to come here and tearing me down. Oh, you could do this. You could do, I think that this is optimized beautifully. And I think the only other thing is if you have a card, it's a 39 minutes and 30 seconds. I was going to say it's a 40-ish long video, which is long. And I think that is what's really working for you is getting that content in a way that it is prolonging that watch time for this specific video. If you've had 18,000 views, if you've had that many people watching for 39 minutes, that is a great amount of watch time for this specific video. So again, kudos to you. And I keep going back to this is so incredible. So I hope that you have a call to action within the video. Like I said, I'm not going to watch the entire thing right now, but If not, make sure you have those cards that are going throughout the video. That way it can say, subscribe to the channel, go download your freebie or check out your book or listen to more episodes of the podcast. But I'm actually I have my keywords everywhere tag or tool here on the side. And I was right. It says perimenopause right now has a monthly volume of 673,000 searches. So I really, truly think that that's why you're getting found. And I would love to know, Amy, as a follow-up, let us know how many subscribers you got off of this particular video, because it's videos like this, these viral moments that can help grow your channel and grow your message. So great job, Amy. I think that you're already doing incredible work, and I can't wait to see where this video takes you and takes your content. So I love Amy's example of, everything that she's done. She has let me see, I'm going back to her channel now. I know I'm not screen sharing or anything, but she has 1.6K subscribers and she's published over 720 videos. Now, videos always that's kind of a obscure number because she also has shorts on her channel as well as long form videos. So kind of take that number with a grain of salt. That doesn't mean that you have to publish over 700 videos for something to go semi-viral or viral on your channel. But it's really something that I look at Amy, and I would love for y'all to go check out her channel, give it a subscribe if you fit, her audience. But what I love about this is that she has so many variations of the type of content that she has, but a lot of it is her podcast episodes. And she is just staring down the barrel of her camera, or she's looking at her notes and she's recording, and there's not a lot of setup to it. And this is something that so many of you tell me well, Crystal, I can't start putting content on YouTube until I have more editing skills, or I have the ability to hire an editor. And y'all, that's BS. No, you don't. You don't need all these fancy technical things or, high quality editing to create meaningful content. So I just want to throw it out there that that's a limiting belief that you have to have these things that are super fancy. So I want to debunk that right now and say, no, you don't have to have that. But I also want to throw out there that when you show up in a big way and you continue to show up, I believe that pays off, and it can pay off in a few days. It could pay off in a few months. But at the end of the day, that consistent content creation is the thing that has led Amy to where she is. Like I said, this wasn't her 7th video. She's published over 720 videos. And some people will hear that and be so discouraged. But at the end of the day, I believe that it's that consistent long game mentality that pays off. Because what I see too often is people are discouraged after they published their 7th episode and it hasn't gone viral, or it hasn't shot to the moon, or they haven't gotten millions of people to download their content or subscribe to their channel. And at the end of the day, I look at people, because so many of you in this audience are just like Amy, that you're trying to create something and you're trying to put content out there, and you can get discouraged if it doesn't hit overnight and we quit, or we step away, or we say, this isn't working, this isn't for me. And one thing that I really admire about Amy is she has changed a few different things about her content, but at the end of the day, she just keeps showing up. She's like, I'm going to do what I can and create the way that I can, because this is something that is going to fit into my life and the lifestyle that I have. And I'm not going to show up every day in a way that's not sustainable for me. Like I said, we've had so many conversations about this. And one thing that I truly love is she has really stuck true to that value. And it's something that I continue to do as well is, you know what? I'm going to keep making this work for my life in the way that it can fit into, being a busy mom of 3 boys. It's the same thing for Amy. She's got kids and she has so many things happening in her life. She has clients that she works with. Like I said, she's a published author, that she's working on all these cool projects. And one thing that I just so admire about her is that she keeps showing up in this way. And I am so happy to celebrate that it has paid off. And like I said, Amy, you'll have to update us. Like, how many email subscribers have you gotten from this video? How many YouTube subscribers? How many people have reached out? Have you gotten any clients from this? Like, what are some of those other cool things? I actually didn't even look to see if she had a bunch of comments from this video. Like, how many people are like, oh man, like this was such a great thing. I'm actually going to go back to it now because I shouldn't just be sitting here asking all these questions. Like, we should know. We're about to get down to business and we're going to see which ones. Hang on. Here we go. Yeah, she has a video on here from 6 years ago that's gotten 25,000 views. And it looks like it has a lot more editing. But like I said, here's this one that's gotten 18,000 views and it's very, very simple. So let me see. I'm going back. I said I wasn't going to make this all about Amy, but Amy, I'm making it all about you, lady. She's gotten 84 comments. Yes. Oh my gosh. Like, this is great. Thank you for clarifying what heavy lifting actually means for women who are not exactly young anymore. Like, these are really insightful comments, not ones that are just like, great video. Like, says, yes, finally someone explains this. I'm 67, working with a trainer, but I'm sore and I'm achy and I'm tired. Y'all, she has found her people. These are so incredible. So please go check out this video. Go check out the comments and everything that we talked about here today, because I think that this is just a lesson. Okay, look, I just saw this. I have to read one more. It says, new subscriber here. Where should I start as a hypermobile person? This is my biggest obstacle for starting. I don't even know what hypermobile is, but it's probably something that she explains in her video. And again, this is her audience. Like, she has found people that are speaking her language and talking about the things that she is also passionate about. So if you have an example of what this looks like, please comment below. If you're watching on the YouTube channel, let me know. I want to know what experiences you've had with viral content or something that is just like, oh my gosh, it performed way better than I expected. Please let us know. We would love to celebrate with you. And if you're listening on the audio only version, send us a fan mail. We would love to celebrate with you all the different things that you're doing in your content. And speaking of fan mail, because we haven't done a shout out in a while, I want to give a shout out to Beth Whitworth, who left us a comment in fan mail on August 18th. And this is so fun. I love reading these, y'all. These are so cool. She says, just started my adventure into speaking this year, and I am your opposite. I never want to get lost in the slide designs. It's my accountant brain getting in the way of my creative brain. Love this episode and love that you practice before you present. I am off the cuff podcaster, bare bones outlines, but practice for my conference presentation. So glad I did because I felt so much more confident. Now, again, that's Beth Whitworth for accountingwithconfidence.com. I love that we are not all the same, Beth, and I know that there's other people who have the exact same thing. So, those creative brains and those planning brains can really trip us up, and get us out of our comfort zones. So I love that we are not all the same. And if you're wondering which episode that Beth is talking about, I gave multiple episodes that were behind the scenes about podcast movement. So I recently spoke at Podcast Movement 2025 in Dallas, and I did an episode where I shared the whole behind the scenes of how I prepared for my talk. Then I did an episode on Podcast Movement itself and going to the event, if you want to see behind the scenes there. And then I did another episode, which was actually my talk. So there's a 3-part series that you can go check out. So make sure you watch those or listen to those if you haven't already. But thank you again, Beth, for sending in your fan mail. So if you're listening on the audio only version, you can actually do the same. Just click the link where it says send Crystal a text message, and you are able to text us in that way. But also, if you are watching on YouTube, feel free to leave a comment. We see all of those and we try to reply as soon as possible. But that's all I have for you today. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe or follow wherever you are listening and watching today. And as always, remember, keep it up. We all have to start somewhere.